Good morning, students. Welcome to our 9th class English online classes. So we are in the series of our grammar part. So in our previous class we discussed about the tenses, okay, and we also discussed about the present tense. We already completed the present tense. Now we are going to complete the past tense and the future tense. Okay, the active voice and the passive voices of past tense and the future tense. So I already completed the present tense. So let us leave that now. Continue to our past tense. So what is the meaning of the word past? What is the meaning of the word past? Past is nothing but the completed actions. The completed actions are known as a past. Already completed things which will comes under that past tense. So let us discuss with active voice and passive voice. So now simple present. So now simple past. So what is the structure for the simple past? Let us see. Subject, verb 2, object 1 and object 2. So this is the structure for the active voice of simple past or past indefinite. So let us see the passive voice structure. So always the passive voice, the structure of the passive voice always starts with object 1. So we are taking object 1 at the beginning, and then next, which is followed by a helping verb. Then next verb 3. Always verb 3 will be kept in the passive voices, and then next by form. And now we are replacing the object 1 place with subject, and then now we are taking object 2 at the ending. Okay, so this is our structure for the simple past. So let us take with an example. Let us discuss with an example. So what is an example for that? So now this is the example. He read a newspaper yesterday. So what is the verb forms? What are the verb forms for the word read? Read, 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 reading. Read, 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 reading. The spelling will be the same for all the V1, V2, V3. All the V1, V2, V3, the spelling will be the same, R-E-A-D. But when it comes to the V4, that is reading, here we are having ing form. Okay, but we should pronounce like this. Read as a V1, read, read, reading. Okay, so now let us see the sentence here. First of all, what is the rule to us? We should find out the structure. We should find out the structure of active voice. So let us see. Here, he is the subject. Then next, read. This is not the read. Here we are using it as a read. So this is verb 2. Now we are taking a newspaper. This is called as object 1. And now when it comes to yesterday, so this is the object 2. Okay. So let us convert this active voice into passive voice. So how we should convert this active voice into passive voice? With the help of another structure that is in the form of a passive voice. So now let us start with object 1. So what is the object 1 for us? That is a newspaper. So this is called as active voice. Now this is called as a passive voice. So a newspaper. So now what are the helping verbs we are having in simple past? So they are was and were. Was and were are the helping verbs we are having in simple past. Was will be used for the singulars. And then verb will be used for the plurals. Okay, so keep in your mind, was will be used for the singular words and the verb will be used for the plural words. So okay, let us write down that was. So what is next? Verb 3. So what is the V3 of read? V3 of read is also the read. R-E-A-D. We should pronounce as a read in past tense. So now let us put our subject. So what is our subject? He. So then what is the passivized form of the he, the word he, the pronoun he? That is him. By him. So next we should put object to at the ending as it is yesterday. So here you can find out that we converted these active voice into passive voice with the help of the structure. You should remember these structures always. Should always keep in your mind while you are converting a certain active voice into passive voice. You should always keep in your mind. Okay. So now let us take another sentence. So now next one, past continuous. Now we are discussing about past continuous. So again the structure for the past continuous: subject, helping verb, V4, object 1 and the object 2. So then next the passive voice structure, always object 1, it starts with object 1, then helping verb, then next onwards being, okay, then after that onwards what we having, verb 3, and then next by form, and then next subject and object 2. So let us take an example. Quickly, let us take an example. I was eating food yesterday. I was eating food yesterday. So now let us find out the structure. Subject, okay, then next helping verb, which is followed by V4, and then next this is the object 1 and this is the object 2. Yesterday, which is indicating that the action which was completed, so it is showing that this is the past tense. So now let us convert that into passive voice. So how we should convert? Always we should use the structure. So here food. So now helping verbs was and were, singular and the plurals. So you should use were for the plurals and was for the singular. So is it having a singular over here? Is it having singular? Food is a singular? Yes. Food is a singular. So you should use was as a helping verb. So then we should take being. Food was here. V3 for the eating. So here this is the verb forms: eat, ate, eaten, eating. V1, V2, V3, V4. So what we need? We need V3. So what is the V3? That is eaten. So eaten is the V3. So we are using eaten. So then next by form. We should use by form. And then next I. So what is the passive voice form of the pronoun I? That is me. Me will be the passive voice form of the word. Okay. So now let us take object to yesterday. Okay. So this is the example for past continuous. So let us move on to past perfect. So how we should write the structure of past perfect? Simply, we should remove the verb 4. Should keep verb 3 over there, and then next we should remove being and we should write been over there. So here this is the structure of past perfect. Past perfect. So now helping verbs are had. There is only one helping verb in the past perfect, that is only had. Had will be used for the singulars and the plurals. For the both singular and the plurals, we should use had. Okay, so now let us take an example. So active voice sentence. So now let us observe that Ravi had written a book yesterday. Ravi had written a book yesterday. So now we should find out the structure. Simply Ravi, which is a subject. Ravi, which is a subject, and the next helping verb, verb 3, object 1, object 2. Yesterday night is the object 2. So let us see the passive voice form. So what is the passive voice? Always we should take object 1 at the beginning. A book. So what is the helping verb for the singulars? Always for the singulars we should use had, and for the plurals always we should use had. So both singulars and plurals which will have only one helping verb in the past perfect, that is had. Okay, then next we should take been form. Should take been, which is followed by verb 3. So what is the verb 3 of the written? Verb 3 of written is written, write, wrote, written, writing. V1, V2, V3 and V4. So now let us take written. So we taken written, and then next what we are having? By. We are having by form, and then next what is the subject? Ravi. What is the subject? Ravi. So we should put Ravi, and then next as this we should keep the object 2 at the ending, that is yesterday night. Yesterday night. So here we converted that first sentence, the active sentence, into the passive voice sentence. So this is the form, this is the structure, this is the rules for converting those sentences into the passive voice. So what is our next tense? That is past perfect continuous. Past perfect continuous. Is we having any passive voices for that past perfect continuous? No, we are not having any. We are not having any passive voices for the past perfect. So let us see. Subject helping verb, which is followed by been, V4, object 1 and object 2. The only helping verb is had. There will be no passive voice. There will be no passive voice in the past perfect continuous. So let us see how the structure, let us see how the sentence will be. So now let us take an example for the past perfect continuous. What is the example? He had been watching a movie. He had been watching a movie. So that is the sentence for the past perfect continuous. We are not having a passive voice for this past perfect continuous. So this is the past tense. We completed the active voice and the passive voices of the past tense. I hope that you recalled all the structures of the present and the past tense, okay, which I had explained in our 8th class. But now we should discuss the main topic, the future tense. Our main topic is the future tense. Okay, so now let us see future tense. So in this future tense, I am having 4 categories. They are simple future, future continuous, and the next future perfect, and the next future perfect continuous. So let us start with simple future. Simple future. So what is the structure? The active structure of simple future: subject, helping verb, verb 1, object 1 and object 2. You can ask me, sir, we are not having any helping verb in the active voice of the present, the simple present and the simple past, but we are having helping verb in the simple future. Why? Because the simple future which will be indicate the upcoming actions, so for that reason we should use helping verb in the active voice of simple future. Okay, there will be helping verb in the simple future structure. Okay, so let us see the passive voice structure. What will be the passive voice structure? Object 1, similarly helping verb. Okay, then next verb 3 by subject and object 2. Okay, so let us take an example. Let us take an example. So before taking an example, before going to discuss an example, so let us see. For I and we should use shall. For I and we should use shall. For all the other pronouns, what are the other pronouns we are having? You, he, she, it, they. For those other pronouns we should use will. Should use will. Okay, so now let us see example for that. I shall eat a banana. Easy examples. We are discussing it. Easy examples like we people are going to teach to their 5th class students. We are discussing the examples of 5th class students. So you should understand the topic easily. Okay. So now let us see. Passive voice. Objective 1. So what is the objective 1? A banana. A banana. The banana is the objective 1. Then next. So when it comes to the passive voice, you should use shall be and will be. Shall be and will be in the passive voice. So for your convenience, we should take B form over here between the helping verb and the verb 3. Okay. So now a banana. It comes under a banana. It comes under it. So which is the verb, the helping verb, which will be used as a will. So we should take will, and then next we are taking be. A banana will be. So the next, what is the V3 form of eat? Eaten. The V3 form of the word eat is eaten by. So now I, we are having the subject I. So we should convert that into the passive voice pronoun, that is me. A banana will be eaten by me. A banana will be eaten by me in future. In future, we are discussing about the future. Let's move on to the other topic, that is future continuous. So when it comes to the future continuous, we are not having any passive voice. We are not having a passive voice for the future continuous. We are having only active voice. So let us see how the active voice will be. How the active voice will be. Future continuous. Active voice structure. Subject. Helping verb. Then next verb 4, object 1 and object 2. Simply, so what are the helping verbs? Shall be and will be. Shall be and will be are the helping verbs. Shall be will use it for I and we, and these things it, he, she, they, and you also. Okay, so now let us take an example. Madhu. So Madhu comes under the category he. The pronoun he comes under the pronoun he. So now let us take will be. Okay, so now Madhu will be going to school. So this is the example for the future continuous. This is the example for the future continuous. So how we should use the helping verbs? We should use the helping verb will be for he, she, it, they, and also for you. He, she, it, they, and you. Okay, we should use will be, and we should use IV. Should use shall be for IV. Okay, so now Madhu will be going to school. This is the active voice of our future continuous. So let us discuss about the future perfect. Let us discuss about the future perfect. So what is the future perfect? Future perfect. So we are having active voice, that is subject always at the beginning, helping verb, verb 3, object 1 and object 2. So now passive voice, when it comes to passive voice, object 1, okay, and then next helping verb, then next be, and after that onwards V3 by subject and object 2. So what are the helping verbs we are having? Shall have, will have. Shall have will be used for I and we. For other pronouns we should use will have. He, she, it, they, you. So for these we should use will have. So let us take an example. Manish will have Mahesh will have written notes. So let us convert that into passive voice. So simply notes. So notes comes under the category it. So it will be in the will have series. So now we are taking helping verb, that is will have. So now we are taking being as is. And then next, what is the verb 3 of written? Always it is written. Now next one by Manish. So this is the sentence. This is the passive voice sentence. This is the active voice. And this is passive voice. So now let us continue to our other tense. So what is our next tense? That is future perfect continuous. Future perfect continuous. So there will be no passive voice. Again, there will be no passive voice in the future perfect. Let us take the active voice structure. So what is the active voice structure? Subject, helping verb, been, V4, object 1 and object 2. Okay. So let us see right now with an example. So before taking an example, we should take. We should discuss about the shall have and the will have. We discuss about the helping verb shall have and the will have. So let us see. Okay, students, we should discuss the remaining grammar parts in our upcoming classes. Until then, thank you.